There's one thing that always comes up anytime anybody mentions your name, and it's that nobody can talk hitting like Charlie Manuel. Like if you just get him going, he can go with it. He'll take it and go. Um, I've always wanted to ask you this. So I actually am a high school baseball coach in South Jersey, and so talk to all of our players, talk to hitters all the time. But when you're looking at a hitter, obviously everyone has a different profile. Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses, their own approaches, their own swing paths. You look at a hitter, what's like the one thing that you really key in on first, the one thing that you preach the most when you're evaluating, you're doing instruction, you're just talking hitting with a player?
Yeah, I tell basically, like when I see a hitter for the first time, I probably look at his stance, and then I'll before he swings the bat, I'll look at his setup and his bat speed and things like that. Watch him hit a couple times, uh, with his, like and see where he's going, and then I'll once I see his swing and stuff, I'll drop right down to his legs and look at his balance, his rhythm, and then I'll go back up to his load, and I'll try to figure out why he's generating bat speed and balance and rhythm, and basically where he's making contact with the ball, and that right there gives me an idea. I look at guys. I always say, like when we go scouting, like we look at. I look at guys a little bit different. We grade guys on arms, how good an arm they got, speed, hitting, power, stuff like that. And one of my favorite saying is "Know thyself." I've said it ever since I was a young guy, and I keep reminding over and over. And I coach off of that player's talent. Every hitter that I talk to, mostly they're had in some respect they're different, and and just because that they like good mechanics in one area or something like that doesn't mean that he can't hit. And you got to sit and watch him. But that guy's talent is what I coach off of. And and there's times when I see things I don't necessarily agree with, but I can tell you hitters like a Freddie Freeman's one of my best examples. And I look at him, and when I first saw him, I thought to myself, "Wow, I'm going, somebody's going to do some work with this guy." And then the next time I saw him, I said, "No, I don't think I'd do nothing with him." And why? Because he showed me power. He shows me bat to ball skills. He hits the ball all over the field. If you shift on him, that's not too good because he hits the ball all, like he has the knack of making contact, even hitting balls inside left field and things like that. And basically, I coach right off of that guy. And then like I get into, I don't talk about mechanics until I have to. And sometimes you can fix guys, but not even mention mechanics to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I believe in a lot of reps. I believe in hitting a lot. And the more we hit, and the more I get to talk to you, and the more you get to know me, you got to feel comfortable with me and things like that. And I love the part of teaching a guy how to hit and watching him. He don't never have to say nothing about me or give me any credit because I'll see the credit.
Jim Tomei gave you credit during his Hall of Fame speech.
Exactly. But at the same time, too, I respect that. And that's what happens. I think that's what makes a good coach. If that coach lets those players, they will take care of you. I look at sometimes my success as a manager, and it all goes back to the talent that I've had, and also the players. The players are the ones that got me there, and also the players are the won that World Series for us. I know the organization got the players, but at the same time, hopefully I had something to do with teaching the hitters because they were real good, and I would be, I might not say not too much about it, but I would be hurt if someone said I didn't have anything to do with it.